Domine memorabor justitiae Tuae, solius Deus docuisti mea juventute et usque in senectam et senium Deus nedere linguas me.
Today's communion antiphon from Psalm 71 is a beautiful prayer of someone who has dedicated their life to God. O Lord, I will be mindful of your justice alone. The psalmist commits his life to the Lord, pledging to be always mindful of his justice, ever remembering his promises and pondering his words. This constancy and dedication to God is reflected in the melody, which revolves repeatedly around just 3 notes in this opening phrase. After these repeated melodic figures on Memorabor justitiae Tuae, the chant finally surges upward on solius, proclaiming the psalmist's devotion to God alone. The psalmist goes on to recall how God has taught him from his youth. He recognizes that his whole life has been in the hands of this loving God. Here, the melody dwells at the height of the vocal range, moving freely and dynamically with youthful energy. But as he looks ahead to old age, loss of strength, and even senility, he pleads that God not abandon him. At these words, the melody drops back down, echoing the loss of vigor and youth. But the pleading cries of usque ne derelinquas me still rise up, as the psalmist lifts his heart in petition to God. Even into old age, do not forsake me. Though in his youth the psalmist knew himself to be taught by God and promised to be faithful and ever mindful of God's justice, he recognizes that old age will inevitably come, robbing him of his strength and energy. Perhaps even senility will take away his ability to be mindful and to remember what God has taught him from his youth. So, after thanking God for his teaching and pledging himself to God, all he can do as he looks forward is to plead for God's faithfulness. May we follow this example of recognizing God's presence in our past with gratitude, pledging ourselves to him with devotion, and trusting our future to his faithfulness and providence.
Domine memorabor justitiae Tuae, solius Deus docuisti mea juventute et usque in senectam et senium Deus